in Worthen. Normal office hours.
Please wait while I transfer your call.
Served by visiting.
Clerk's office, this is Casey.
Hi, Casey. Good afternoon. I need to look up something in case number 12, or no, wait, hold on, 20-5. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's just look for it underneath my case heading. It's Duncan versus Duncan.
Okay. That's Darcy, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
That's like the first time I forgot the case number. Holy.
Okay, what do you need help with?
The March 17th minutes.
Here. Okay. Is there something you need to know about them, or?
Yeah, if they're not too extensively long and you're not busy, I could just have them read to me. I just need to know what's said.
Yeah. So the minutes, just so you know, I mean, they're not like word for word. It's just kind of a summary of what happened.
Understand?
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that. Let's see here. Take a second for me to get down to the bottom of the document. Okay, and you just want the motion hearing. Let's see. It says, court addressed respondent regarding procedure. Court noted that the order for show cause was not filed and that proof of service was not provided. Attorney Collier did not dispute service. Respondent addressed the court. Attorney Collier stated that the order has not been signed, so they have not provided declaration. Court addressed respondent. Attorney Collier stated that he would accept service for Mr. Duncan. Court takes no action today as proper procedure was not followed.
Okay, now a question is, was there an actual notice, or what is it, the order to show cause filed in this docket that we're looking at today?
There was a motion, but no order.
No, I'm under the understanding that that's because it wasn't signed, not because it wasn't filed. It's not filed either.
No.
And you guys don't have that sitting somewhere proposed?
No, we don't typically keep documents that are not filed.
Okay, so just a question then. If I were to file a document like an order to show cause, would it not be filed until it was signed by a judge?
That's correct.
So I may have filed it, but it didn't get put in my file?
Well, I don't know if it would depend on if the judge signed it or not. If he signs it, then yes, we put it in the file, and if he doesn't, I'm not sure what he does.
Okay, and then so I'm kind of confused. So then my question prior, which was like back in December, was I was told that the judge wasn't going to recuse himself and he wasn't going to sign the change of venue. So I just gave up on that and went forward with a contempt. Do you know what date that contempt motion was filed?
I believe that's the same as the show cause, because I believe it's a show cause for contempt, and the motion was filed on the 18th of February.
Okay. And then so what was it that was not, or actually you might not know, I'm not sure what was not filed on the 17th of March? Or what was it that, I'm not understanding. It was the order to show cause was not filed or was not signed? Was it filed on the 15th or the 17th or the...
I don't have an order at all, and I don't know if it's because it was not provided or if it was given to the judge and the judge didn't sign it. I don't know.
I'm under the impression it's the latter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what...
So when was the contempt motion filed?
On the February.
But I had an actual hearing on the 18th of February. Is it those minutes that I don't have? Maybe.
Well, let's see here. I can look at those really quick.
Sure.
But it looks like you did have a contempt hearing on the 18th of February. And let's see. And at the same day, you did the motion for order to show cause in your declaration and a note for motion to do the 17th, the March 17th hearing. So let me...
Well, okay, so those minutes from that day, or the 18th?
Yeah, I can look at those really quick.
Sure.
Okay. Attorney Collier objected to hearing today as there was not an order to show cause, just the hearing date. Court addressed Ms. Adams and advised her that the hearing is not properly noted. Court also needed declaration filed for reason and for the hearing and supporting documentation. The court advised Ms. Adams to seek assistance from the court facilitator in Reno hearing with the proper documentation.
Okay. And then can you tell me, I'm sorry to bother you with 20 questions, what paperwork was filed on what day to get that February 18th hearing?
Let's see here. It looks like you just did a note for motion docket. So you just put in a note for motion for that hearing.
And was that
back in January?
And that was filed through e-filing?
Hold on just a second. I'll have to pull up the document to tell. Yes.
And then I was also told that something was rejected at that time. That do you know what that was?
I can try to go back in the log here.
Yeah, at that time I was told they couldn't find it, so hopefully you can, because I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
Do you know if you submitted those documents before the first of the year? Because I don't have you on the 2020 log.
Yeah, that's similar to what the other person told me on the 18th of February. She said that because I filed an entire packet's worth of stuff through e-filing, and the only thing that actually got filed was the note for motion. And so on the 18th of February, I went to court, and after being told what to do at court, I immediately came up and filed what was in my hand, because it should have been filed by e-filing, but was not, and you guys don't have a record of what that was even, which frustrates me, but that's not your fault. So I resubmitted all of that, and then the reason that the order to show cause was not filed in my file is because no one has signed it.
That's correct. You have to have the judge sign it before there's a hearing on contempt.
Okay, and so then I had recused that judge, but the judge refused the recusal, and then also refused to sign that adequate cause.
Okay.
So whose job would it have been at that point to pass it along to another commissioner or visiting judge?
I'm not sure how that works, but you could talk to the court administrator about it.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, I think I've exhausted you today. I appreciate your time.
Okay, yep, I'll get you over to her, okay?
All right, perfect.
Thank you for calling Available Representative. Did you know that many questions can be answered by visiting our website? Our address is www.douglascountywa.net. You can also find us on social media at Douglas County, Washington.
Thank you for calling the Judges' Chambers of the Douglas County Superior Court. I'm sure, as you all know, the court is working from home as much as possible due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. If you would like to reach me in a more efficient manner, please email me at jjackson@co.douglas.wa.us. Again, that's jjackson@co.douglas.wa.us. Otherwise, leave your message after the tone, and I will return your call after I have retrieved it from voicemail. Thank you.
Hi, Joe Jackson. This is Darcy Adams. I'm just calling today to see if there's going to be any response to the email that I sent you recently, and whether or not there has been any action as far as transfer from Chelan County back to Douglas County, which was ordered on August 12th of 2020. If you could get back to me, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.
Please wait while I transfer your call.
Senative.
Clerk's office, this is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. This is Darcy Adams. I'm not sure if you are familiar with me. I've called a couple times before.
Sure.
I am needing clarification. The last couple motions that I've made were all messed up. I didn't get a signed order to go to court from, I don't know. A couple questions is clarification, whether the judge is or is not recusing, whether there was or was not adequate cause on the contempt motion.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to write that down, you can really quick, so you're just... And then, who's going to be overseeing the case? Like, who do I need to address to get a signature?
Sure.
Would be maybe my 3 questions.
Okay. Okay. I think the judge is on the bench right now. I think he's in court. Is there a good phone number for you so I can find out what's going on and then give you a call back?
Sure. It's 888-2374.
7-4. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Let me kind of figure out what's going on because I'm not entirely sure, and then I'll give you a call back.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy.
All right. You're welcome.
Hi. I was expecting to leave a voicemail. I'm sorry.
No, I asked you to call the office and leave a voicemail, and I will call you back.
I'm sorry. Was this not the office number? I just checked my caller ID.
No, this is not the office number, but that's okay. I got an email from a clerk who said that you had some questions.
Yeah, I had 3 questions I asked her to write down.
She did. So, in answer to your first question, yes, the judge is probably going to recuse himself on hearing any of your matters for the accusations that you made in your declaration of prejudice. And for your second question, I don't know who will be presiding. We'll either get a commissioner or a visiting judge. whatever I can do for whenever the hearing is. These need to be specially set now, or at least organized with me, since you are asking him to recuse himself. And thirdly, your orders on adequate cause weren't signed because Commissioner Safar said, at least the minutes reflect, that the proper procedure wasn't followed and the court wasn't going to take any action.
Okay, and the proper procedure was, from what I was understanding, and I know I can't quote Bryson, but he said that the judge, I said, was it an adequate cause or the fact that he's not going to recuse himself? I said, I just need clarification, and he said it's due to the recusal. And so could somebody else not have signed that order? Or is there only one judge in Douglas County?
There's only one judge in Douglas County, and I didn't see the order to ask Commissioner Safar to sign it, and this is the drag. When you ask the judge to recuse himself, if it doesn't come to me, I won't know that you have presented anything.
Okay. And then so if he's going to recuse himself...
being done wrong was not because of the recusal. The reason that he said proper procedure wasn't filed, hang on, I'll read you the minutes. Just 1 second. Okay, there's the motion. Sorry, I'm looking at the file now. And the motion hearing. It was Commissioner Safar. It was on March 17. The court addressed the respondent, which would have been Mr. Adams, I guess. No, that's you, regarding procedure. The court noted that the order for show cause was not filed and that proof of service was not provided. Attorney Collier did not dispute service, and the respondent addressed the court. Attorney Collier stated that the order had not been signed, so they have not provided a declaration. The court addressed the respondent, which is you, and it doesn't say what the court said, or what you said, but Attorney Collier stated he would accept service from Mr. Duncan. The court takes no action today as proper procedure was not followed. And, all I can do is interpret these notes the same as you, and I would say that it probably means that he accepted service, but the order to show cause was not filed.
Okay, and I filed that on February 18th.
Mm-hmm. You filed the motion.
And the note, order to show cause, and the note for motion.
And clearly the order to show cause wasn't signed, I think is what we're getting to.
Yes, I guess I understand. Okay, so then now I need a little more clarification, if you may. If the judge is going to recuse himself, and that's the drag, is he also going to change the venue?
No, all you did was provide a declaration. Hang on, I'm going back here. The declaration and affidavit of Darcy Adams. Hang on, it takes a second because I'm working from home.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was filed on December 11, your declaration and affidavit in support, and your motion. Was it noted up?
Yeah, it was.
Was there a hearing?
No, I was told by Bryson Greenfield that they were not.
Greenwood.
Huh?
Greenwood.
I'm sorry, Greenwood. I was told that that the judge was not going to sign the recusal.
Well, he won't sign a recusal order because he doesn't feel like he needs to recuse himself, but he won't hear your case because you asked him to. But as far as change of venue, that needs to be noted up for a hearing. That's not something that you can just ask for on the pleadings.
All right, and then I guess I was mistaken because of the RCWs.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, motions for change of venue happen in open court. It's not something that you can just ask for in your pleadings.
So then, can I ask?
Qualification can happen in just the pleadings as it did.
No, I'm not aware, originally they didn't accept the recusal because I didn't file an ex parte and pay $30.
recusal?
Yeah.
Um,
So I resubmitted it?
I'm sorry, what? I don't think that you're understanding. He is not going to sign an order that says he is not fit or capable or shouldn't hear your hearings because he doesn't know what you're talking about and saying that Jeff stayed with him. He's got no clue.
Right, and I have no clue either. That's just what Jeff told me.
You said to him in your declarations that you don't want him to hear it because you don't think that he can be unbiased or impartial or do this fairly. You know, he's not going to hear it. So, no, he won't sign an order that says he's not fit. He just won't hear your matters. And when they come up, I'll arrange for a court commissioner or a visiting judge, whatever I can do.
Okay. Yes,
you just need to let me know ahead of time so that I can make sure there's someone to hear it, or it'll get stricken right off the calendar. And that's the same for everyone. I mean, attorneys, everybody. If I don't know, I don't know, and then it gets stricken because I didn't know and there's no one to hear it. Do you follow?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay.
You said that you didn't see it in the...
It's not in your file. Your order, he didn't sign it. It's not in the file.
But I did file it.
You sent it to be filed, but I'm imagining if they still have it in the clerk's office, they've now called it a proposed order because it's not a signed order. The judge wasn't going to sign it.
Okay, because I'm understanding that I can only ask for contempt in the court that made the order to begin with, which is a parenting plan.
That is correct, and I need to get my hands on it. I need to see it so that I can give it to a court commissioner to sign.
Okay.
You don't want Judge Huber signing anything or presiding over anything, so I need to get it to a court commissioner or a visiting judge. And I guess what I was trying to say earlier, and I'm sorry that I wasn't clear, I never saw it.
Okay. And then it just brings it to my attention. Okay, so I don't have a personal problem with Huber, but based on what my ex-husband told me back in March of 2012, I felt the need to recuse the judge. I was not trying to upset him.
Oh, he's not upset at all.
Okay, good.
He doesn't know what you're talking about, and he doesn't know Jeff. And so it's not a problem that he's not going to hear your matters. The only problem is that he can't sign any of your orders. He can't do anything now. Everything has to be arranged for a visiting judge or a court commissioner, and the court commissioners only come when they're scheduled to come, and that's when I know that they need to come for something. But like on that order to show cause, is that what you're saying that Bryson said he wasn't going to sign?
No, Bryson told me he wasn't going to change the venue. He wasn't going to sign the recusal.
Yeah, he didn't sign that order. And if you still want to change the venue, then you need to note it up for a in-court, well, right now we can't do in-court anything, but at least, a court hearing that we could do by phone or Zoom or something if you still want that to be heard.
Okay, and then that leads me to my next question. If the judge is going to recuse himself, then wouldn't the change of venue go hand in hand with that?
No, because I have court commissioners and visiting judges, and it's not the same criteria.
What is the criteria?
Well, I don't know without looking at the law, but you can say, I don't want you to hear anything because of whatever reason, and the judge says, okay, good enough. To change venue, there's got to be an other reason, and I don't know.
Well, the other reason was
another reason.
The other reason was Hotchkiss, but he's no longer on the bench.